It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry on for you.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Blocked right from 13 yards out. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he powers his way off past the 30. He's still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Dalvin. On the move past the 40.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, it's Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's brought down. They'll run here with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to run with Edwards. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, 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 all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's gone. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Ravens have got it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
They'll run with Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game and behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
It's a game of pass and yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the red zone now, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jason Kabimba taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On 1st down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be Lions football to start. Trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he has 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. It's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's complete, and make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 22, Goff. And he's got it. And touchdown grab. And the Lions have come back with a score. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Giving 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a fourth down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Decker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 44, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, more than 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there is the right call.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I feel like he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's always been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that is going to do it. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, it's gone. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Oh, the return is Prochet.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring it down shy of the 20. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go. Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. They'll roll him out right.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now left side on the swing pass. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time was well outside the game.
5 yards on 1st down, and then just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Granted, the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they're moving on 4th down.
And don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken.
It's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 70 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 24, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we get... They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm willing to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 8, a little over a minute and a half remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that, that could finish things off for them.
Flushed out right. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker.
Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance it up again.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is
Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks. Here we go from Tampa.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff on Father Time the way that he has.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Brady's throw there complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So a rocky start on both. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And that That'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. Thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about we did see pursuit, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people can't expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken in at the 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run up the gun with Dobbins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Dobbins running out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards on the game there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this out past the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? He'd step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
18 more yards there and another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete. Return to put in good field position and almost scored the 3rd down penalty.
And you know what else he did? He made the defense mad. He got you the football, gave you great opportunity. You got to cash into this points.
They'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Brady gives this to White. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 17-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 99 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumbled a great field position. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes when you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Yes, he will.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This is caught by Evans. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense, forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Mike Edwards puts it on. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football up and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Succop for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Just a 4-point drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The gain of 5 now on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the gut, Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Otten. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Cade Otten from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Suckup. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
against that, you can get it to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense carrying through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over first and 10. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Fournette on the counter. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it take it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Brady now on first down. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And Brady will sneak it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And right. Interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That ends up pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try to have an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Ravens on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And now here's another interception.
picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A handoff to Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing now is Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Jackson.
That's into the hands of Crochet.
It's a big play there for Baltimore.
John Harbaugh never shot at bringing up the red challenge flag.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against
10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Jackson will throw again. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So everything here. This one's not over yet. But they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1 in the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now Brady.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They give it off here to the tight end.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Brady going to look to throw. And break. The tight end's got it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. To throw is Brady. This is caught. goes across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that?
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Now Jackson on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman.
34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they
on it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Offside. Defense.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it. The Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks it right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Credit that play defensively to Marcus Peters. He got downhill in a hurry.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from a yard out, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Here we go.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last.
And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down.
Under a heavy ride.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Lamar Jackson and the Raven offense heading out. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so he'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on 1st down.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
And Jackson going to run again.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a...
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Tackles behind the line.
People talk about plays being blown up. That's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. That's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
from 13 yards out.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. A nice tidy little. And only 1 play to score. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He's going to take another shot here. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. There, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its head.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Guy.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-interject.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start out here with the option left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get up.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. There's the athleticism of Tyus Bowser on display. Wrapping him up, no problem. Well, that play never really got off the line. In his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's... scrimmage, but not much more than that. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Credit Patrick Queen. He was the man who knocked that ball away.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense. Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with